I'm Jamie and I've been teaching abroad full-time since 2010. In this video, I'll share 10 hacks to make your teach abroad experience as smooth and stress-free as possible. Number 10 is apply to more than one job and apply to jobs in more than one country. Visas can change, jobs can fall through, and it's best to always have another option or two waiting for you. I was supposed to teach abroad in Peru, and due to a medical issue, I had to quickly change to Costa Rica, so you always want to have a plan B. If you're looking for places to find teach abroad jobs, then you can download my free guide, which I'll link down below. Number 9 is put your CV or resume in the format of the country or countries where you are applying. For example, some countries include a passport photo or maybe your age, marital status, different information, whereas other countries, it's not very common. You need to find a native speaker from that country or countries, look at their format, see if you can get an example, and then put your resume into that format. Number 8 is get travel insurance for the gap between when you leave your country and your contract starts, and also if you plan on doing any sort of international travel while you're living abroad. Typically, when you're teaching abroad, you'll get some sort of health insurance, but it's only valid when your contract starts to when it ends and for that country where you're living. So if you're doing any sort of traveling, you definitely want to make sure that you're covered. I personally have been to hospitals in several different countries, and I recommend checking out Safety Wing. They have a subscription offer where you can easily top up and get it while you're abroad, any sort of travel medical insurance that you need. I will link that down below so you can take a look. And I personally do not recommend World Nomads. I had a horrible experience with them, so I wouldn't wish that on you, so please do not get World Nomads. Number 7, create a budget based on your goals. Do you want to save money, travel as much as possible, or maybe just live a comfortable lifestyle? If you think about this and take some time to plan before going abroad, it'll be a lot easier to manage your money. Number 6, use Wise to transfer money from your new bank account in your new country to your home bank account. If you're doing any sort of payments back home or trying to save money, this is the best way to exchange money in different currencies. You're going to get the lowest fees and have the best exchange rates if you sign up for a free Wise account. In comparison to something like PayPal, the exchange rates are a lot better and the fees are definitely lower. I use this all the time to transfer between Australia and the US, so I highly recommend checking it out. Number 5, get a power of attorney. This is when you nominate someone that you trust and they have access to your finances and to your medical records, things like that. And this person can help you if you need to get a document while you're living abroad, or maybe you have something that you need to do with your bank account. It's just a lot easier if you have someone helping you out. I have my mom as my power of attorney, and it has helped me so many times when I needed a copy of my birth certificate or I had a weird charge on my US bank account. It's just a nice way to have that peace of mind, but definitely make sure that it's someone that you trust. Number 4, get a language exchange partner or take some classes to learn the basics of the local language. Of course, you don't need to know the language perfectly in order to teach abroad, but knowing the basics will help you feel more comfortable. I'm personally learning Italian right now, so I use Preply to meet with a tutor once a week. We go over a lot of different exercises. She helps me with the grammar and vocabulary. And then I meet with a language exchange partner once a week, and we do more conversation and a lot of cultural exchange, and I help her with her English as well. If you'd like to try out Preply, I will put a link down below with a big discount for you. And if you'd like a language exchange partner, I recommend going on Facebook and typing in English and then the language you want to learn and exchange. So for example, I did English-Italian exchange, made a post that I was looking for a language partner and found my partner. Number 3 is another paperwork hack, and that is to request multiple copies of different important documents like your birth certificate, your degree, your transcripts. You never know what you're going to need them for, especially if you plan on teaching abroad long term. You'll probably be getting different visas. It's just better to request multiple copies all at once than to have to request them again later and wait for weeks or months. Number 2, if you're not sure if you're going to like teaching abroad, then do a summer volunteer teach abroad program first to test it out. I did this in Costa Rica when I was still in university, And spoiler alert, I loved it and made it my career. But teaching abroad isn't for everyone, so don't be afraid to test it out for a few months and then see if you're ready to commit. Most teach abroad programs and contracts are going to be the entire school year, or maybe a semester, or maybe even 2 years. So it's best to try it out a little bit first to see if you want to go all in. Number 1 is that teaching abroad can be overwhelming, so get some help. I've created a ton of different resources that I wish I had had when I was teaching abroad because I know how difficult it can be. And confusing. Let's be honest, it's really confusing. So if you would like my help, you can fill out my survey and I will email you back. I also have an online course called the TEFL Teacher Roadmap that walks you through teaching abroad step by step, and I offer one-on-one coaching. Besides all of that, I also have a lot of free guides that I will link down below for you. Where would you like to teach abroad? Leave a comment down below. If you'd like to learn some fun ESL games to play in your classes, then watch this video next. Happy teaching!